have pica. Pica is when you have a craving for things you just shouldn't have a craving for, like soap or.
If all this lady had cravings for was stuff like soap or chalk, she wouldn't be so morbidly obese. To have pica as an eating disorder, you have to crave substances that have no nutritional value, and she obviously eats food that have excess calories.
Hi. So you have a presence.
You have a presence is a nice way of saying you make the earth shake whenever you walk 2 steps.
You are a bigger dude, so how has that kind of affected you growing up?
Growing up, I definitely was one to make space for others and be like, oh no, like,
I'm too big.
yeah, I'm too big. Now I'm just kind of like,
Owning it, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
When he was a kid, it sounded like he had basic manners and attempted to make space for people because he knew he was so obese, but now that he's an adult, he's careless and doesn't care how his life choices of being obese affects others' abilities to get by him in confined spaces.
Do you work out?
Yeah,
Can I touch your chest?
yeah, go ahead. Flex a little bit.
She asked if she can touch his chest to see if he was wearing a bra or not.
Seem like a really chill guy. Have you always been a chill guy?
I was bullied a lot younger, so I guess not necessarily.
What were you bullied for?
Size, race.
I don't think there's an eating disorder because just of how comfortable and how in your body you are. Yeah.
I don't think he has an eating disorder because of how morbidly obese he is.
Look at that smile.
I think you have had an eating disorder because of the environment that you grew up in.
My good friend has an eating disorder. What's that pre-workout shit?
C4?
They probably pre-workout. See, you know what it is. Yeah, they be pre-workout and stuff. I'm taking you in. You have a firecracker dress on. Mm-hmm. Is that bra from Torrid?
All of her clothes are from Torrid. Hell, she was probably even manufactured in Torrid.
Yeah, it for sure is. They fit so well.
I like it. Do you have a positive image of your body?
Wasn't always that way, but yeah.
I'm passionate about.
She's passionate about her life's work of trying to eat as much as she can every day with the goal of beating her previous record from the day before.
Ooh.
I don't think Leah has an eating disorder because she's the one person that y'all would put in here that make people go, oh, I didn't know people that were fat didn't have eating disorders. Am I right?
You are right.
Hell yeah! And they're always just like, go find a random fat bitch, just throw her off. Not that you're a bitch. I'm sure that you're the bitch.
I am absolutely the
Okay,
bitch,
good.
but also fat, but in like a good way.
Is there a good way of being fat? Having trouble doing basic tasks on a daily basis and inevitably dying early due to health conditions related to obesity is not good in any form.
Have gained 80 to 100 pounds, but I'd say at the point when I was 100 pounds less than this, I worried about my body image constantly. And so it wasn't until I realized that being fat wasn't equal to am I pretty or am I a person or am I worth it? And so I know it's very counterintuitive to say, oh, when I was 100 pounds less, I was less healthy and took worse care of myself. But it's true. I take far better care of myself now that I don't think my body is a failure.
Totally makes sense.
She might not think her body is a failure, but her internal organs are screaming inside for her to begin taking better care of her body.
Can I hug you?
Absolutely.
It was nice to meet you.
You too.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. It's very warm outside.
It is very warm. Yeah.
She looks like she just ran a 10-mile marathon and is extremely sweaty.
Do you have a medical reason for the spots in between them?
No, I've always kind of had a bit of a fear of the dentist.
I think your teeth are super cute.
She looks down and asks herself, is this girl seriously hitting on me by calling my teeth cute?
Okay, the bulimia was definitely like just me like, that's not jacking somebody off, that was Dice.
I can't help but think that the girl in green is actually an extremely large person. But because the mammoth on the left is so huge, it makes her look tiny.
I don't know, do you blow first to make it look better? Do you blow on dicks? I don't suck dicks. Oh, I'm making it worse, okay.
What does not sucking dicks have anything to do with what this mammoth is talking about? First she tells this girl she has nice teeth and then tells her she's a lesbian. This show is getting weird.
Hold on. What's your name?
John.
Nice to meet you, John. I'm Rain.
Nice to meet
You
you.
gay?
Mammoth is so out of pocket, telling people she doesn't suck dick and then blatantly asking a dude if he's gay. At the same time though, this is what this guy gets for wearing a rainbow t-shirt.
Are you? Tell me.
I get that way too much.
You're not.
No. But I do have a very severe peanut allergy.
What does that have anything to do with anything? Just some red herring that has a peanut allergy? I should probably have more sensitivity to peanut allergies. Do you feel like people poke fun at it too much?
Yes, he should be more sensitive toward people with peanut allergies. People with peanut allergies are a marginalized class that deserves reparations for all the pain and suffering society has put onto them.
It doesn't bother me whether they poke fun at it or not. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I see a lot of tattoos. Always keep fighting.
I initially thought that she just said always keep farting, and I thought to myself, yep, that fits the type of person that she looks like.
Fighting.
My demons.
I was gonna say, Shorty has an eating disorder. Cause that fighting demon shit takes a lot of fucking energy.
I did, yes.
Okay.
It was laxative abuse.
Huh.
I worked out all the time and took laxatives every day.
Huh.
Because I'm like, I gotta get the calories out of my body as fast as possible.
Dot. So it sounds like she went from working out every day to only be willing to stand up for the few minutes that she is on this cut video.
After I got my gallbladder taken out, and I couldn't eat for a whole week, and I lost 20 pounds. And then I go back to work, and everyone's like, you look great.
Because you were miserable and vomiting.
No, she didn't look great because she was miserable and vomiting, but because she went from being morbidly obese to just being obese, which is the step in the right direction.
I enjoy food a lot more now.
That's good.
I was a good cook, and people were always like, you probably eat really good, but I was like, nope, I'm shitting it out.
Anyone shitting anything out is always a disgusting image to imagine, but for some reason imagining her doing it is that much more repulsive.
No.
You a gamer?
A little bit.
I'm trying to find the reason for why you look like this.
Trying to find the reason why he looks the way he does? Just imagine him asking her the same question, except he already knows why Mammoth looks the way that she does.
He has an eating disorder. Because it's hilarious. Could you imagine him standing up there just being like, so, I'm fucking anorexic. He's just like, yeah, and it's not my fault. Like, my mom is bulimic. My dad is absent. There's something he's just hitting him. Boom, boom, boom.
Mammoth is way too excited to hear about Shaggy struggling with being anorexic. I feel like Shaggy would be better off writing a stand-up set about his interaction with Mammoth and how weird she is.